It started on an ordinary morning with the sound of footsteps echoing against the marble floors of a high-end shopping mall. Somewhere between the perfume stands and polished glass, a young black cleaner named Kelly pushed her mop in calm, steady strokes. She looked small against the grand halls, yet something in her eyes hinted she wasn't ordinary. The world didn't know it yet, but this was the day silence would roar. Tell me, viewers, have you ever met someone the world underestimated, only to realize too late who they truly were? If you have, hit that like button right now because this one's going to shake you. Welcome to Splendid Tales, where true strength doesn't scream, it stands still until the storm comes. Kelly worked alone most days. The mall gleamed because of her hands, yet no one noticed her. They noticed her skin, though, some with smirks, some with whispers, some pretending not to stare, but she'd been through worse. From childhood insults to adults who thought cleaning meant failure, she learned to let her mop do the talking. Her father's words always played in her mind. "You're not weak, Kelly. You're just waiting for the right fight." That morning, she'd need every ounce of that patience. Because walking through those glass doors were three rich boys, sons of CEOs, hearts colder than their watches. And to them, Kelly wasn't human. She was background noise. "Hey, mop girl," one shouted. "You missed a spot, under my shoes." The three boys strutted like kings, their designer shoes squeaking against Kelly's freshly mopped floor. The tallest one, Mason, pointed his phone camera at her. "Smile for the rich, sweetheart. My followers love a good charity case." His friends roared with laughter. Kelly froze mid-swipe, eyes calm but unreadable. The second, Kyle, leaned in too close. "She smells like bleach and broken dreams," he snorted. The third, Jason, whistled low. "Careful, man, you might fall in love. She's kind of got that, what do they call it, slave-era elegance." Laughter burst again, loud, ugly, echoing across the marble. People nearby glanced but quickly turned away. No one ever interfered when money laughed. Kelly swallowed hard. Her father's voice whispered in her mind, "Don't fight shadows, girl. Wait until they touch you." "Come on, talk to us," Mason sneered. "You people love talking online." "Where's your attitude now?" Kelly said softly. "Please, gentlemen, step away. The floor's still wet." "Gentlemen?" Kyle smirked. "You hear that? We've been promoted." Jason leaned back, chuckling. "Maybe she wants a tip." He tossed a crumpled bill at her feet. "There's your salary upgrade, sweetheart." Her fingers trembled around the mop handle. Every insult cut deeper, not because of their words, but because they mirrored what she'd heard her whole life. Still, she stood tall, silent, steady. Viewers, if this moment makes your blood boil, smash that like button right now. Because this humiliation, it's only the beginning. Jason's smirk widened as he reached for the mop, snatching it from Kelly's grip. "What's this? Your magic wand?" he mocked, spinning it like a toy. "Clean my shoes with it." Laughter thundered again. Mason pulled out his phone, recording. "Smile, Miss Mop Queen. This'll go viral." Kelly's chest tightened. She'd endured insults before, but never this raw, this public. Her silence was cracking like thin glass. The mop clattered to the floor, water pooling around her shoes. Mason leaned closer, his tone dripping venom. "What's wrong? You gonna cry? Maybe call your daddy. Oh wait, he's probably cleaning bathrooms too, huh?" Time froze. Her father's voice echoed in her soul. "Never strike first, but when they touch your peace, make the earth remember." Kelly's eyes rose slowly, calm, yet blazing. She bent, picked up the mop, and before anyone could blink, spun it in a sweeping arc. Water and soap splashed across Mason's face as the wooden handle smacked his wrist. He yelped, stumbling back into Kyle, both crashing into a display stand. Gasps filled the air. Phones lifted. Shutters clicked. The once silent cleaner now stood tall, mopping like a sword after battle. Jason stepped forward, stunned. Kelly's voice cut through the noise. Open quote, "You wanted attention, now you've got it." Close quote. Viewers, if that swing gave you chills, hit that subscribe button, because what happens next will make your jaw drop. The mall froze. Security rushed in, but the crowd's phones were already raised, capturing everything. Mason, dripping wet and furious, shouted, "She attacked me! Fire her now!" But the manager, Mr. Daniels, had already seen the replay on a customer's phone. Every insult, every shove, every word. He turned to Kelly, eyes wide with pride. "You defended yourself with control. You didn't attack, you stood up." The boys were dragged away, screaming lawsuits, but it was too late. By nightfall, the video hit every corner of the internet. The caption read, "Cleaner defends herself against racist bullies." Millions watched. Comments poured in, some angry, some crying, all united. The world had finally seen what silence could do when it decided to speak. A week later, the boys' parents arrived with lawyers threatening court. But the public had already judged them. Their sons were banned from the mall, suspended from their universities, their brand deals gone. Meanwhile, Kelly was invited on talk shows. Martial arts schools called. Parents begged her to train their kids. She smiled through it all, humble but unshaken. My father always said silence isn't surrender, it's preparation. And when reporters asked what she'd call her story, she looked at the cameras and said softly, open quote, "The silent fighter." Close quote. Viewers, if Kelly's courage inspired you tonight, tap that like button, subscribe, and share this story because this is Splendid Tales, where justice always finds its voice.